So you're starting a new job at a call center. That's awesome. Think of this as your personal survival guide. We're going to cut right through all the confusing jargon and give you the essential words you need to know to make your first day and every day after a huge success. Let's jump in.
You know that feeling, right? You're super excited about the new job, but then you walk into training and bam, it's a whole new language. It can feel like everyone else got a memo with a secret code, and you're just sitting there trying to crack it.
Well, you can forget about that feeling, because today we're decoding it all. By the time we're done here, you're going to walk away with the 20 most crucial survival words that will have you sounding like a seasoned pro from the moment you take your very first call. Okay, so let's talk about this secret language. The best way to think about this vocabulary is that it's the foundation of a house. You really can't build great customer experiences if you don't even speak the same language as your team. Getting these terms down is your first big step from feeling lost to feeling totally in control. And this quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head. Look, this isn't about just memorizing a list of words to sound smart. It's about really getting them so you feel confident. When you understand the lingo, you can actually follow your training. You can chime in during meetings, and you just feel like you belong there from day one. All right, first things first. Let's meet the key players. You can think of every single call as a little story, and in that story, there are always three main characters. Understanding who they are is fundamental to, well, everything. Okay, so the first, and let's be honest, the most important character is the agent. And hey, that's you. You're the one on the front lines, the problem solver, the voice of the entire company. And then, of course, you have the customer. They're the entire reason you're there, right? Whether they're calling in happy, confused, or maybe a little frustrated, your job is all about listening to them and helping them out. And last but definitely not least, the supervisor. No, don't just think of this person as your boss. They are your absolute best resource. Kind of like your lifeline when things get tricky or you're just not sure what to do next. They're your go-to for help. Okay, so we've met the people. Now let's talk about the tools of the trade. The actual gear and software you'll be using pretty much every minute of your day to get the job done. First up, the headset. Super simple, right? But it is absolutely essential. This is your direct link to the customer. All good, clear communication really starts right here. Okay, this script. Now, I know what you might be thinking. The word script sounds robotic, doesn't it? But it's not like that at all. Think of it more like a guide or maybe a safety net. It's there to make sure every customer gets the same high-quality, accurate info. And believe me, it's a lifesaver when you're just starting out. All right, next up is the CRM. That stands for Customer Relationship Management. This thing is basically your digital brain. It's the software where every single customer interaction, every note, every piece of data lives. Getting good at using the CRM isn't just about typing in notes, it's the secret to giving that really smart, personalized service that makes customers happy. Okay, this is where the magic happens. We're going to put it all together now. We're going to walk through the anatomy of a typical call from start to finish, and we'll pick up the rest of our essential vocabulary along the way. So your shift begins. The very first thing you do, you log in. It's that simple. It's just you telling the system, hey, I'm here, I'm ready for calls. That's it. So let's follow the journey of that call. First, a customer calls in and enters the queue. That's just the virtual waiting line. Then you answer the call. The customer tells you what's wrong. That's their complaint. Right away, your first move is to create a ticket in the CRM. This is the official record of everything that happens on this call. Now, while you're digging for an answer, you might need to put them on hold for a moment or maybe mute your mic to ask a colleague a question. And hey, sometimes you can't solve it yourself. That's when you might have to transfer them to someone else, or if it's a really tough one, escalate it. And at the end of the day, the goal for every single call is, you guessed it, a resolution, a happy customer with a solved problem. Okay, let's pause here because this is a super important difference to understand. Transfer versus escalation. A transfer is a side-to-side move. You're sending the customer to the right person or department, like maybe the billing team. And escalation, on the other hand, is an upward move. The problem is just too big, or maybe the customer is really upset and you need to send it up the chain of command to a supervisor. Knowing when to do which one, that's a huge part of the job. So, you've hung up the phone, but you're not done yet. Now comes the post-call actions. First, you've got wrap-up. This is that little bit of time you get after a call to finish up your notes in the ticket while it's all fresh in your mind. Next, a follow-up. This is basically a promise.
You're telling the customer something like, I'll find out and get back to you by the end of the day. And the callback? Well, that's you making good on that promise. It's the actual call you make to give them the information you said you would. And at the end of your shift, just like you started, you finish with one simple action. You log out. This just lets the system know you're off the clock and no longer available to take calls. Your workday is officially done. All right, we have one final and really crucial word for you. Feedback. And please don't think of this as criticism. It's not. It's a gift. It's the absolute best tool you have for getting better at your job, whether it comes from a customer survey or directly from your supervisor.
So, there you have it. We've met the players, we've looked at the tools, and we've walked through the entire life of a call. You literally now have the language to go from feeling like a nervous rookie to a confident pro.
And look, these 20 words, they're not just a vocabulary list. They're your new superpowers, for real. They'll help you communicate clearly with your team, solve problems way faster for your customers, and most importantly, they'll help you understand what's going on in training and meetings so you can sound confident and capable right from that very first call.
So, I want to leave you with this one question. This language isn't just a bunch of jargon. It's your toolkit. It's what you'll use to build amazing experiences for your customers. So, now that you speak the language, what kind of experience are you going to create?